in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. He'll bring it out to the 25. To the back, fighting off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Let's go. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Berry. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Balls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. Think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He leaves it with his back. Midfield, he's got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Floats it out in space. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Back to throw, it's Berry. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at him.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Oh, out of space. Running inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got his man down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Makes the grab on the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Riggs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Finds his man down the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's the hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Georgia looking to convert this fourth down.
29 Philly. 2-0.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The quick out.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Caught over the middle, it's John. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to him again. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Lasso, lasso.
Rides the back and leaves it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Got his man quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 14 to UMass. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Sanders. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
Oh, he's got some space.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Berry. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They just keep firing. Line up trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Strong, firm tackle.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They love love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Sperry. And that 3rd down pass left a trail, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They punted away on 4th down. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Riggs. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Hey, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bama! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by just 2 to Texas State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.